Have you ever had the feeling that you were being watched? You turn around and there's no one there. Then you continue about your business, but the feeling persists. So you turn around again, hoping to catch whatever is there, lurking in the shadows. But there's nothing there. You feel foolish and dismiss it until weeks later, when the feeling happens again and again, until you can't take it anymore and decide to confront whatever is there, only to find, waiting for you in the darkness, is an ancient evil, the likes of which you have never seen. If you have, then you may have encountered the Cat Demon of Cairo. The Cat Demon is an urban legend from Cairo, the capital of Egypt. Now, there are many legends surrounding cats in Egypt. They are commonly viewed as sacred animals there, especially black cats. In fact, killing a cat in Egypt is punishable by law, with jail time or even execution being possible penalties. Black cats in particular are thought to bring good luck. And this is because they are thought to be manifestations of Bast, the Egyptian goddess of cats. However, in spite of this, there are stories of evil cats in Egypt. And one of the most famous comes from Cairo. Now, Cairo is the capital city of Egypt and is home to many historical sites, including the Great Pyramid of Giza. However, it is also home to some very poor areas. And it is in these areas where the legend of the cat demon is said to live. It is said that this creature appears in the form of a large black cat, and it is said that it appears only in the old alleyways of the city. Many people who have lived here for their whole lives refuse to enter these alleyways after dark because no one knows what could be hiding in the shadows. That is, they say. The cat demon is said to appear at night and will walk across the alleyways, looking for someone to curse. If you meet its gaze, you are doomed. You will either become cursed or suffer some great misfortune. Some say that the cat demon even seeks to claim your soul. There are a number of ways that you can tell that the cat demon has chosen you. You may start to feel sick, or you may start to have terrible nightmares. You may even see the cat demon in your nightmares. However, if you manage to wake up before it claims your soul, you may be able to avoid its clutches. But if you don't, then it will come for you in your waking life and drag you down into hell. However, there is another explanation for this. Maybe the cat demon doesn't just want your soul. Maybe it wants something else. But what could it want more than a soul? Well, how about an appearance? This is because some say that the cat demon actually takes the appearance of the people that it meets. This means that it can disguise itself as anyone. But why would it want to do this? Well, maybe it does it so that it can go unnoticed. Maybe it wants to spy on people. Or maybe it wants to trick them. However, there is another theory. Maybe the cat demon doesn't want to look like you. Instead, it wants you to look like an ancient Egyptian. After all, it is said that the cat demon is an ancient evil, and it seems fitting that it would want to look like an ancient person. This is why many people who have encountered the cat demon have said that they felt compelled to make themselves look like an Egyptian. They may have been told to wear certain clothes or to cover themselves in makeup. They may have even been told to learn how to speak Arabic so that they can communicate with the cat demon. This is why the cat demon is often depicted as having a human face. It is said that the demon can control the minds of those it comes across and compel them to do its bidding. It is said that it can drive them insane if they resist. This is why many people who have encountered the cat demon have ended up dead, either from resisting its power or from simply being driven insane by it. This brings us back to the original question. Why does the cat demon want to make people look like Egyptians? Well, there are a few theories. The first is that the cat demon is trying to recreate the ancient Egyptian army. After all, the Egyptians were known for their fierce warriors, and the cat demon may be trying to raise an army of the undead to conquer the world. The second theory is that the cat demon is trying to disguise itself as an Egyptian pharaoh. It is said that the pharaohs were often seen as gods among men, and the cat demon may be trying to capitalize on this image. Finally, the third theory is that the cat demon simply wants to scare people. After all, what is more frightening than seeing a demonic cat with the face of an Egyptian? But there is another explanation for all of these sightings. What if the cat demon isn't actually a single entity? What if it is simply a title given to any number of evil cats that prowl the streets of Cairo? After all, there are many stories of evil cats in Egypt, and it makes sense that there would be a number of evil cats running around the streets of Cairo. This would also explain why the cat demon is sometimes depicted as having a human face. If it is simply a title, then whoever is wearing the mask of the cat demon could be anyone. This also explains why there are so many conflicting accounts of what the cat demon looks like. But there is another possibility. What if the cat demon isn't even a cat at all? What if it is a jinn? The jinni are a type of elemental being in Islamic mythology, and they are often depicted as being able to shapeshift. This means that the cat demon could actually be a jinn that is able to transform itself into a cat-like form. This would also explain why the cat demon is said to be able to speak to humans and why it is said to have a human face. A jinn could be taking the form of a cat while it speaks to humans. And if that's the case, then it could mean that the reason that the cat demon appears to be a cat at all is because it wants to lure its victims into a false sense of security. After all, who would be afraid of a harmless cat? However, once the cat demon reveals its true form, it is too late. Its victims are already under its control, and it can do with them as it pleases. There are many stories of people who have encountered the cat demon, and none of them have survived to tell the tale. However, there are some who say that they have managed to escape its clutches. They say that the key to escaping the cat demon is to not meet its gaze. If you can manage to avoid looking the cat demon in the eyes, then it cannot control your mind. However, this is easier said than done. The cat demon is said to be very powerful, and it can mesmerize its victims with its eyes. It is said that once you look into the eyes of the cat demon, you are doomed. Many people who have seen the cat demon have described it as being incredibly beautiful. This means that it can be very difficult to look away from it. And if you look away, it is said that the cat demon will take that as a sign of fear and will attack you. This is why it is important to remember that if you encounter the cat demon, you must not show fear. You must maintain eye contact with it and show it that you are not afraid. If you do this, then it will not be able to control your mind and you will be able to escape its clutches. I've heard other stories of the cat demon where people say that it is incredibly ugly. This means that it can be very easy to look away from it. However, if you do look away, it is said that the cat demon will take that as a sign of fear and will attack you. This is why it is important to remember that if you encounter the cat demon, you must not show fear. You must maintain eye contact with it and show it that you are not afraid. If you do this, then it will not be able to control your mind, and you will be able to escape its clutches. So what should you do if you encounter the cat demon? The answer, of course, is to not meet its gaze. If you can manage to avoid looking the cat demon in the eyes, then it cannot control your mind. However, this is easier said than done. The cat demon is said to be very powerful, and it can mesmerize its victims with its eyes. This means that it can be very difficult to look away from it, and if you look away, it is said that the cat demon will take that as a sign of fear and will attack you. This is why it is important to remember that if you encounter the cat demon, you must not show fear. You must maintain eye contact with it and show it that you are not afraid. If you do this, then it will not be able to control your mind, and you will be able to escape its clutches. However, there are some who say that there is a way to fight back against the cat demon. If you are able to break the cat demon's concentration, then it will not be able to control your mind. This means that you must do something unexpected, such as making a loud noise or throwing an object at it. This can break its concentration and allow you to escape its clutches. So what should you do if you encounter the cat demon? A loud noise or throwing an object at it. However, it is important to remember that the cat demon is very powerful and should not be messed with. What do you think of the cat demon? Have you ever seen it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to hear more scary stories, stay tuned for more content.